Okay, I'm back again with the Smith Miniplane build thread, and I'm happy to report this flew right off the drawing board, so to speak. Everything balanced out just fine. I put the servos in the cockpit where I can get at them. The battery ended up in this little hatch right up against the firewall, held in place by 5 Kleenexes, makes a good shock absorber. I made some departures from scale on the miniplane. The landing gear is simplified with just a piece of Depron and tape. If you look at a lot of home builds from the 60s, especially something like the Smith Miniplane, there are hardly any two of them alike. Lots of different landing gears, all kinds of changes builders made. So I guess I could be entitled to be scale doing something like that, but anyways, this is not a serious scale model. This is a sports scale model. As you can see, it's got a lot of extra dihedral in the bottom wing. That's because I'm flying rudder and no ailerons. I don't like aerobatics, and I just like a nice tame airplane. I don't go for vertical and rolls and stuff like that. And anyways, something I wanted to pass on with regards to lining up wings in a biplane. That's always a bit of a headache. First thing I do is make sure I got the top wing perfect. That's easy. Struts are marked where everything glues in. Once you get the top wing on perpendicular and straight, then what I did was I glued roots right here to the bottom, and you can see it's got balsa cross-grained on the bottom. Kind of acts as a spar, little bit of a stub there even to glue onto. Anyways, slow dry epoxy right to the root, and I already have my bamboo kebab sticks through these holes, going down into these holes, and as this glue here dries, you pull up the wing onto these struts until it's lined up for dihedral and everything else the way you like it. Then a little dab of epoxy at each joint, and that gives you your incidence angle, your dihedral, and lines it up all the while the slow dry epoxy gives you time to do that. Then once that's all done, to keep everything from sagging, I got one wire from the bottom, goes up across here, wraps around this stub and back down to this one, and that keeps everything from sagging. The turtle deck on this is silk span with a clear acrylic lacquer, pretty much as good as dope. Nothing nasty to report about the way this thing flies. Oh yeah, one other thing. When I'm building a scratch build, I kind of get fed up of a project once in a while. I find if you get a bit of color into it, like I painted the wings beforehand, because they're hard to paint after it's built, and my whole outlook is I won't paint anything until it's proven. So now that it's proven that it's not a monster to fly, I'll finish painting the fuselage and the trim and maybe even the pilot, and I'll be back with some in-flight clips. See you later.